Now, one of the application software for digital documentation, which is available in the market, which we all of us have been using, is MS Word. So I'm typing MS Word over here. This everyone knows about. Everyone knows about MS Word. But we are not going to be learning about MS Word. MS Word is already there. Everyone knows. I'll use the annotation. So MS Word is something which all of us know about. So MS Word is one. Have you heard about any other application software which can be used for typing or something of that sort, which is similar to Word? We have got something called as Writer. Now, there are number of companies, there are number of organizations that are coming out with softwares that can be used for editing. One of the very common one is MS Word. It is a part of Office package. So we have got something called as Microsoft Office. Within Microsoft Office, we have got number of other applications. So for writing letters or for editing text, we have got Word. For creating a spreadsheet, we have got MS Excel. For creating a presentation, we have got PowerPoint. But this Microsoft Office is not totally free. It's a proprietary software. It's a proprietary software. What does proprietary software mean? Proprietary software means that it is a software which has been designed by a company and it is sold in the market, and you need to purchase that particular software and get the license for it. So you've got to pay for this and get the license. The problem with this is that not everyone can afford to pay and get the license, because softwares might cost say 4,000, 5,000, or there might be some softwares which are having recurring cost, that this year you purchase it for 3,000, next year again you've got to pay 3,000, because they keep on changing the versions, they keep on changing the types. So for that, what we have got a solution for this in the market, and that is called as open source software. This open source software is something which is the result of research or the contribution by different people. It is not owned by a single company. So it is not owned by a single company. Plus, it is not something which you have got to purchase it. You can directly download this particular software from the internet. And when you download the software, you not only get the application, you also get the source code of the software. What does that mean? It means that if the source code is available to you, you can make changes in the software. You can modify that particular software. So you can add new features to that software and contribute your skills, contribute your programming skills in that. Well, we are not going to go into such detail. We are not going to go into that depth, because right now you are not learning programming of that extent. Right now, you're only learning how to use the application softwares which are available in the market. So we are going to be using one of the open source software which is available in the market, and that is called as Open Office. This Open Office is a suite. It's a package of applications. It is not just one application. There are a number of other applications available within it. So you have got a writer. You have got a spreadsheet, which is Calc. You have got a presentation software, which is Impress. So this is what we're going to start with today. How many of you have OpenOffice installed on your machine?
Sir, like in Microsoft computers, like it's automatically downloaded or some things, but like I'm so lazy, I
Okay.
haven't downloaded anything.
Okay. All right. So I've
Yeah,
got
I
down
think
this.
it's in my laptop also. I guess it's automatically downloads itself.
Okay. Is that Microsoft Word or it is OpenOffice? It's Microsoft Office or OpenOffice. What you need is the software. So I'm going to download the software. How do we get that particular OpenOffice software? Just go to Google and search for it. So type OpenOffice. The moment you type OpenOffice, it will show you all these are the search results of OpenOffice. And you have got this particular site, the first one, which is www.openoffice.org. That is the official website of OpenOffice. So I'm going to click on this, and it is a product by Apache. So just click on this Apache OpenOffice official site. So the moment you click on that, it will show you that, okay, these are all the packages which are available. And what we want is, we want to download the OpenOffice package for us. So I'll say, I want to download Apache OpenOffice, most recent release 4.1.10. I don't want to learn more about OpenOffice. I want to download it. So just click on this download. It takes you to this particular page. Now, you, by default, automatically, it will detect which operating system you're using and what is the bit configuration, whether it is 32-bit or 64-bit. So it knows that it is 32-bit. And then it is going to, you just have to click on download full installation. So just click on download full installation. See, the downloading has started. You will find, depending upon which operating system you're using, it will show you that this is the file, OpenOffice, Apache OpenOffice 4.1.10. Click on Save File. Now, this is an exe file. You can save it anywhere you want. Normally, we should not be saving it in the C drive. We should always save it in the other drives other than the C drive. It could be D drive, it could be E drive. So I'm just saving it in the E drive. In the E drive, I have created a folder called Softwares. Within that folder, I'm just going to download it. You will find that there is already one file by the name Apache OpenOffice because I've already downloaded earlier. Never mind, I'm just going to overwrite that file. So I click on Save. It will give me the warning that there is already a file existing by this name. Do you want to replace it? I'll say yes. So now it has started downloading. Now you will find that once it has downloaded, I'm just going to cancel it because it's going to take time. It's saying that it will take 1 hour, 35 minutes. So I'm just going to cancel the download because I already have it downloaded over here. So I'm just going to use it directly and then show it to you. So once you start downloading, your file is there. The application is downloaded over here. Now what you need to do is just double click on this downloaded file. When you double click on this downloaded file, remember that I have already installed it. So it's going to not install it for me. It's going to ask me to whether I want to update or uninstall. But if you're doing the installation for the first time, it will give you the option for installation. So I'm just going to run this file. Now, it's always better to run this file. You just right click on this file and then click on Run as Administrator. So when you run this file as administrator, it's going to give you the option. Okay, I'm clicking on yes. So it starts the installation process. Click next to continue. And then this is, you just follow the installation process. Just click on install and it will start installing the application for you. Preparing to install. Anyway, I'm just going to cancel this over here because I already have this particular file, this particular application installed on my machine. But you are going to follow all this process. Click on next, 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 like that till it is
Sir, do we
finished.
need to download this?
You need to download this. Without downloading, you will not be able to work on this. So I have installed the application. I have installed the software on my machine. After installing, you will find that it appears over here. It appears on the desktop. Can you all see OpenOffice 4.1.10, which is installed? I hope all of you are able to see the screen which I'm sharing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, fine. All right. Fine. So now what I do is I'm going to now start working. When you start OpenOffice, it is going to show you the landing page. This is called as the home page or the landing page. See, this is the landing page for OpenOffice. Now, on this landing page, you have got number of applications which are being indicated over here. One of them is text document. Then you've got spreadsheet, you've got presentation, you've got drawing, you've got database, you've got formula, number of them. I'm going to click on text document. So I open a text document. Now this text document is open for me. This is my OpenOffice software. This is my OpenOffice writer package. I'm going to start working on this. So before we start actually working on this, let's get familiar with the screen, the environment. It is very similar to Microsoft Word. So if you have been working on Microsoft Word, there will not be any difficulty working in OpenOffice Writer. What do we have over here? On top, this is the title bar. So you see the title bar over here. This is the title bar. Then just below that is the menu bar. So you can see the menu over here. Just below that is the toolbar. So you've got the tools over here. Then there is another toolbar, depending upon how many toolbars you have kept it open. So all those toolbars will be visible over here. Then this is the work area. This is the area where you're going to be doing the editing and all that. This is your scale. You've got, this is your horizontal scale and this is your vertical scale, the ruler. Then this is your margin. This is the left margin. Margin is the space left between the edge of the page and the first character which is going to start appearing. So the characters are going to start appearing over here. And this is a space which is left. So this is called as the left margin. What is this called? This is called as the top margin of your document. This is called as the right margin of your document. And if we go down, you will find that there is bottom margin over here. I have to go down for that. So that's about the working environment over here. Then on the right hand side, you see that there are some windows and tools and everything which are open. Now let's look at those windows and the tools. On the right hand side, you will find there is something which is open automatically over here. And this is called as styles and formatting window. So this is the styles and formatting window. Then on the right hand side, you have got the sidebar. The sidebar has got 4 very prominent buttons over here, which are always present. The first one is for showing the properties. So this is for the properties, P. This is for the style, okay. This is for gallery. There is clip art gallery in Microsoft Word. Similar to that clip art gallery, you've got a gallery over here. And then there is a navigator. This navigator helps you to move from one object to another object, from one table to another table, from one page to another page. So that's the navigator. So this is your environment. Now let's get started. What is the basic purpose of writer? The basic purpose of writer is to type and edit text. Most of the time, we find that we have to type something. Maybe it's a leave application which you want to type. You want to go for 2 days adventure trip with your brother or with your parents. You have to send a leave application. You will have to type a leave application for that. So what are you going to do? You are going to use a editor for that. Now, what is the difference between a handwritten and a typed application? If it is a handwritten application, then it will depend upon your handwriting, whether it can be read properly or not. Second problem, if you make any mistakes in the handwritten application, you will have to strike it out, or you will have to scribble, and you will have to overwrite, or you might have to strike off that entire application and write a fresh application again. Whereas if it is a typed application, the advantage over here is that if I have done any mistake in typing, then I can just move around, navigate, and go to that particular letter and then do the editing. I can delete a character and I can type new characters over there. I can change the style of characters over here. So I can select a different font style and write in that. So it's very easy for me to do the editing. That's the reason why most of us prefer to use an editor rather than sending a handwritten or a typed letter. Typed letter, if you're using a typewriter, will have the similar problem like a handwritten letter. Although the handwriting will not be considered when you're using a typewriter, but again, the mistakes and corrections will be a problem. So a editor is a preferred choice. Suppose you are doing editing for your magazine. You are creating a magazine for your school. You're creating a magazine for your organization. And you want to come out with some beautiful articles with some pictures and the graphics and all that. That won't be possible in typewriter or handwritten one. But with the help of editor, you can easily do that, saving a lot of time and adding a lot of effects to your magazine, to your article. So let's get started with this. Now, we are doing all this as part of your syllabus for the class 9. So I'm going to class 9 syllabus and I'm just opening it for you. This is your syllabus for class 9. 402. In this, ITS we have already done. Data entry, keyboard skills we have already done. I hope all of you have installed the software of Rapid Typing Tutor and you have been practicing that. Please do send me some screenshots of your practice session. That will also be part of your art integrated activity. So while you are doing the practice, your results score, your the screen which you get after finishing your typing, please send me those screenshots. That is one of your art integrated activity. Okay.
Sir, for Mac, I could not find Rapid Typist, so I found the app called. Yes, sir.
No
I installed an app called Typist.
No problem. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. See, that is what happens. Depending upon the operating system, you might have some softwares which are not compatible with one operating system. So you have got a alternative for that. You can use that. No problem. So we are. I'm discussing about your syllabus of 402 in digital documentation. The first topic we have is create a document using a word processor. So I've already shown you what a word processor is. Introduction to word processing, I have done that. Word processing applications, I have shown you, I have talked about that. So you've got different word processing applications which we have seen. One is MS Word. The second one is OpenOffice Writer. And One more very common one is LibreOffice. In LibreOffice also, you've got an application called Writer. So these are very commonly used applications which are available in the market. Out of all the three, MS Word is the one which you have to pay and purchase and get the license. OpenOffice and LibreOffice are open source free softwares available for you. You can easily download and start using it without paying anything. Okay, so now then we move on to the next one. The next topic is Introduction to Word Processing Tools, creating a Word document, parts of word processor window, cursor and mouse movement. So a list of available this we have already done. We have got to see how to start a new document, how to open an existing document, how to save a document, how to close a document, and how to navigate within the document. So we are going to see this now. So let's switch over to OpenOffice once again. Let me clear all this and let me switch over to OpenOffice. Okay, so now I'm in the OpenOffice. I'm going to just type a letter. Welcome to OpenOffice class 9 digital documentation. Right, I've typed this particular letter over here. After typing this, now I want to save this file. Right now, if you notice on top in the title bar, it indicates the name of the file and the application software which is being used to work with this file. Right now it is Untitled 1 because I have not given any name to this particular file. And which application software I'm using? I'm using OpenOffice Writer. Now I want to save this particular file so that I can work on this file later on. So I'm going to click on File. So the steps for saving, click on File and then click on Save over here. Now there are two options given over here, Save and Save As. What is the difference between Save and Save As? When you are saving it for the first time and you have not given the name of the file, it is going to activate Save As for you because it doesn't know by what name do I have to save the file. So it is going to ask me the location where I want to save the file, the name of the file which I want to give. But once I've saved it and I've given the location and I've given the file name, next time when I'm saving this file, it is not going to ask me to go to Save As and then give all the details. I can just directly save. So right now, even if I click on Save, it's going to open Save As for me. So it's better I click on Save As. So I click on Save As. It opens a window for me. Now this window is the window which is going to allow me to locate where I want to save. So I want to save this particular file in the E drive and in the year 2021-22 and go to my class 9. So in class 9, I want to save this file and I'll give the file name as session 1. Then you will notice one more important thing over here. Just below the file name, it has got an extension ODF text document. This is by default the extension of any Writer document which you are saving, which you are creating in OpenOffice Writer. ODF is open document format, and within that you've got .odt, which means it is an open document text format. So all the files which you're going to create in Writer, they are all going to be .odt formats. Okay, so they will all be .odt. But suppose you want to create a file which should be able to, you should be able to open that particular file in Microsoft Word also. In that case, you cannot save it in .odt format because Microsoft Word will not recognize .odt format. So you've got an option over here. just click on this save as type. When you click on this, it is going to show you a lot of options over here. Out of all these options, you will find that there is one option which is Microsoft Word 97 2000/XP. If you save your file in this, you will be able to open it in Microsoft Word also. So it will work in both OpenOffice as well as in Microsoft Word, right? But just now, I'm just going to save it in .odt format itself. And then I click on save. So my file has been saved. So what have we learned? We have learned how to edit and we have learned how to save. Now, let's learn how to close this application. So I want to close this particular application and then I want to open once again. So I'm just going to close it. Click on File once again and click on Close. It's going to ask you at the end, do you want to save the changes which you have made? I will say yes, I want to save the changes. So my application has been closed. Now I want to start once again. So I click on text document. By default, it is going to open a blank document for me, but I want to open the old file, the previous file which I created. So what I do is click on File, then click on Open. So click on File and click on Open. Now there's a shortcut key over here. What is the shortcut key? For opening an old file which you have created earlier, you can also press Ctrl+O. So this is one way of doing it, by clicking on File and then going to Open. And the other way of doing this is pressing Ctrl and O. So I click on this. It takes me to this particular window where I can select the file which I want to open. So if you remember that we saved the file as session 1. So I click on session 1 and I click on Open. So I've got back my file. So what we have done now is we have learned how to edit. We have learned how to create a new file. We have learned how to open an old file. So we have learned how to do save as. So all these aspects we have learned. Now let's move on to the next. One very important thing which we have in any writer or any OpenOffice document or any Word editor for that example, whether you're talking about MS Word or you're talking about OpenOffice Writer, is the facility of formatting the text. Now, formatting of text can be done very easily in OpenOffice by implementing the styles and formatting. So styles and formatting is the window which is available to you, which you can activate by different ways. One of the way is if you click on this particular button which you have. Now this is the formatting toolbar which you have. On this formatting toolbar, you've got styles and formatting available at the extreme left hand side. Click on that. When you click on that, you will find that the styles and formatting window is open for you. Again, I click on that and that gets closed. So this is how I can open the styles and formatting. I've closed it right now. I want to open it once again. So you can once again go to on top on the menu bar, you can go to Format and then go to Styles and Formatting. So this is the second way I'm telling you. So click on Styles and Formatting by clicking on Format and Styles and Formatting. So that's open once again. I'll show you what exactly this window has. What are the options available? First, I'm just showing you how to open this particular Styles and Formatting window. Now I'm going to close it. So again, click on Format and Styles and Formatting. The window is closed. The third way of opening it, you can press the F11, the function key F11 from your keyboard. So if you press just F11 function key, it opens the styles and formatting window for you. Again, if you're going to press F11, it is going to close it for you. So there are three ways you have learned. Now let's see the fourth way. The fourth way is on the right hand side, you've got the side toolbar. In the side toolbar, you've got the second button over here, which is styles and formatting. You click on the styles and formatting and the window is open for you. So these are all the different ways in which you can open the styles and formatting window. In the styles and formatting window, you've got various styles which are available. One of the style is the paragraph style. Second is character style. Third is frame style. Fourth is page style. And fifth is list style. So these are the 5 different types of styles which are available to you. So you can use any of these styles. How do we use these styles? It's very simple. Suppose I'm taking the first style itself, the paragraph style formatting. So you'll find that there are a number of styles which are predefined, which are mentioned over here. So what is actually style? Let's understand that first. Why are we talking about styles? To understand that styles better, let's do one thing. Let's take this particular line and change the font and size and color and everything of this. So what do? We go to this on top, the styles formatting toolbar, and we change the font over here. So I'm selecting this, this font, and I'm changing the font size. I've changed it to 15, and I'm making it bold, and I want to change the color of this particular font. So I'm changing the font color over here. So these are all the changes which I've applied on this particular word or the set of words. I want to apply the same kind of formatting on the first line over here or on this open office. So what is the step which I've got to follow? Again, I will have to follow the same steps. What do I have to do? Again, I have to go to the font. I should know which font I selected. So I select the font, I click on that. Then what was the second thing I did? I selected the font size. I should find out what was the font size. If I give any other font size, it will not match with that. So I have to remember that, okay, I gave font size as 15 or I gave the font size as 16. You find out that, okay. I made it bold, so you have to do that. I changed the font color. You've got to select the font color, which is appropriate. So these are all the steps which are involved. To get rid of all these steps which you have to carry out, you have got a one simple way, which is the styles. When you talk about style, you are giving name to all these steps which you carried out. So you don't have to worry about the font. You don't have to worry about the size. You don't have to worry about the color. You just have to think about the name of the style and select that. Suppose this is the style which I've got. I want to apply this particular style to other things. So for example, I select this particular word and I apply this style as heading 1. So for that, double click on heading 1, see, it automatically gets applied. You don't have to worry about the font and size and color and all those things. It's automatically applied and it is a standard thing. Now I want to apply the same font size and style and everything to the other words. So what is the font size and style over here right now? It is heading 1. What is the configuration of that? It is Arial 16.1, bold and left aligned, and the color is black. So I go to save. When I go to save, I find that the font and everything has changed, but I want the same style over here. So you don't have to worry about it. Just keep your cursor over here. Just keep your cursor over here and double click on heading 1. So when you double click on heading 1, you will find that everything is automatically changed. It is Arial 16.1, bold, left aligned.
This looks easier than Word.
Yes. So it's much easier. It saves your time and everything. So this is how we work with styles. Okay. I'm going to go into details about the styles little later. But just one more thing before I wind up for today. I want to apply the same style to all the other words. So I don't have to keep going to those words and then double clicking on the style. There is a simple way of doing that. You will find that on the right hand side, there is something called as fill format mode. If you click on, keep your cursor first of all on the word or the style which you want to pick up. So I want to pick up this heading 1 style. So I kept my cursor over here. Now click on this fill format mode. Now this bucket is ready with you. You know, it's the bucket which you can just carry around and then drop it anywhere and it will automatically change. So I take my bucket and I click on welcome. So you will find that there is a dotted arrow line on that. It's highlighting. So I click on that, it changes welcome. I click on this, it changes class 9. I click on new, it changes that. I click on open. So it's so easy for me to change the format once I have already selected. All right, so we wind up for today.